So Instagram, if you can hear me, please come over to Facebook, TikTok, or YouTube. All right. Good afternoon, y'all. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I have been busy, busy, busy. A lot of you who have followed me for a while, you know, when I get busy, I'm in my closet. For those of you who understand that, if you don't, it's all right. I wanted to come on here and talk to y'all today, just taking a break from putting together this masterpiece. Um, I want you all to, there's been some things that have been quite concerning. Um, so, you all, I know many of you are concerned. And I want you to know, and I want to encourage you today to be concerned, but don't be afraid. Okay. Don't be fearful. I've been seeing a lot, and many of you all may see it as well. Um, there are a lot of trucking companies closing, parking their trucks. Um, and a lot of them are saying something that is concerning to me. They're saying that they're closing their businesses and parking their trucks and going to work a regular job. Regular job. Um, it kind of makes me question and go back to something that I've said before. Excuse me. That you have to already be an entrepreneur or have a boss mindset before you even enter into the space of entrepreneurship. The reason that I say and I believe that, because when you have an understanding of what you're doing and what you're walking into and what is going to be required of you and how you're going to have to move and how you're going to have a plan and how you're going to have to know all of the things, even those experiences will provide you with more things. There has to be an awareness and an understanding. Now, this conversation is going to operate in and out of entrepreneurship as a whole and in the transportation industry. There are studies that say how businesses that are starting won't last beyond 2 years. The studies are out there. And the reason that these studies are there and the reason that what is being said in these studies are coming true and coming to pass is because of the number one, unrealistic expectations that are being set concerning entering this industry. That is number one. And when I say that, all of the glitz and glamours and the $900 billion and all of the things that people say to get you to purchase something from them, to get you to leave your job and all of that sort of thing. And in speaking of leaving your job, you all are seeing all of the things that are going on with these people that are sick, who left jobs that they were making hundreds of thousands of dollars that a year to go and chase stock and acorn and B corn and C coin. And now that it is not yielding any fruit, it takes me back to wanting something for nothing. I don't know where anyone thinks that you can do nothing and reap. If you're sitting in a space now that you are continuously reaping, if you worked, then you are getting the return on what you worked for. I'm going somewhere, y'all. And this is important because, again, I haven't been on because I've been working very hard on something that I'm going to be rolling out and I'm going to talk about later on in this video. But there has to be an understanding around around work. You all know that I feel like entrepreneurship and dispatching is a ministry. Okay? Ministry and administering. Okay? Both of them go hand in hand because you're giving, you're providing something. And in that provision, you are providing things in a way that is on the up and up, or you can provide them in the same way as deceit. Okay. And when I say that, It can go to entrepreneurship. It can go to church. It can go to whatever it is that you're doing. Because when you are administering something, you are supposed to be assisting in some sort of way. And in that assistance, it depends on us and our integrity, how we're going to do and what we're going to do. And that is going to be the make or break of someone or something. Okay. I always say that dispatching is highly downplayed when it comes to this industry, but I'm going to talk about myself. Okay. I can't go wrong with myself, and I only can talk about what I know. Okay. I know that I came into this industry in 2020. Okay. I had a work ethic about myself, I had a vision, and I had an understanding. I understood that I would not be a millionaire or billionaire instantly, even a strong 100,000-aire. I knew that. Excuse me. I also knew that I had a skill and a gift that I came to implement into an entrepreneurial space. I also knew that I had to step out in whatever I believed in, whether you call it faith, whether you believe the universe returns to you what it is that you speak, whatever it is, I had to have that in order to step out here. I also had to have an understanding of self, a realistic expectation of what I was getting into, a plan that was written and dated. Okay? Written and dated. Yes, I could remix. Yes, I could change. Yes, I could update. Yes, I could take away. But there was a plan. There was something that was written that held accountability for me. All right? So when the carriers that I have right now came to me, the owner, he was a non-CDL box truck, 24-foot, new authority. He was a new business. I was a new business. Okay? He understood to a certain point. I understood to a certain point when it came to the road portion. I implemented my gift and what I had done on those people job for 27 years into my business, which means I created things and took things that I had created for those people to make them all that money and implemented it. I understood and I knew that coming into this, I need to talk to you. I need to establish a rapport. I need to make sure that you have an understanding. I have to set the expectation. Okay. I had to set an expectation with them, and it had to be realistic. They needed to understand this was not going to be easy. This was not going to be quick. There was going to take work, and we would have to work together. There was a level of understanding and a level of trust that we had to impart upon one another. Once I presented myself and my information and what I needed and what I required and what I was going to do, they also had to come in agreement with me. Can you do this? Will you do this? Do you understand that it's not going to be quick? Are you in financial position to sustain all that you have plus what you've acquired for a certain amount of time? And not only did that have to go for them, I had to do that for myself as well, which is why I talk to you all about maintaining your household, talking to your household and growing with your having your household grow with you. Now, when I say household, I don't, I can't always remember the him, the her, the they, the their, the so your household means whoever you need to talk to that needs to come into agreement and understanding with you on the move that you're getting ready to make. All right. This is important because the dynamic of your relationship in your household is about to change. Okay. This is before I go into any kind of agreement with you. This is before I allow you to go into any kind of agreement with me. I have a conversation with you and we come to an understanding. Okay. In 24 to 48 hours, we allow each other time to process and see if we are going to be able to move forward. Okay. And that's what it is on that. I come to you all today because I want you to be concerned, but I don't want you to be afraid. Okay. I am preparing to roll out what I like to call knock the chill off cold calling services, and Lead Generation Academy. Many of you heard me speak about this months ago. It is now coming to pass. And it's coming at a perfect time, because in these businesses closing down, other transportation businesses are becoming afraid. Dispatchers who have left their jobs and who was making decent money with their carriers are now becoming afraid, because all of the news and all of the hearsay and all of the gossip is in full effect. But I'm here to tell you, I am in this world, but I am not of it. Remember that. I just come to be a reminder on today. Okay? Ingest what you need, expel what you don't. Ingest what you need, expel what you don't. As someone who is in this world and not of it, I am not fearful. I am not worried. I am not sickened. I am not any of the things that are going on with these people. I am yet growing. I am yet about to provide something that is going to sustain you in whatever is going on in this world. See, I come to tell you today, be not dismayed. Today, on this day, okay, I paused what I am doing that is going to be rolling out on July the 8th to come by here and tell my people, because I got spirited in my spirit as I was creating, as I was writing, as I was pulling together, as the word academy attached itself to knock the chill off. I came by to tell you today, we're not going to worry about it. We're going to move in it, because we are going to remain in our homes. We are going to remain growing, and we are going to remain seeing what the promise has been to us. The promise. It's the promise for me. I can't even help myself. I can't. And I tried to bring it together today. I tried to bring it under subjection because I was spirited before I got on here. So I figured, let me change out of these clothes that I got on. Let me put my business shirt on, which will calm me and remind me that this is in business. But I am coming to remind myself and you all that whom I serve is still in the blessing business. Okay. And business will go forth. You will add this or start this as a business, because it will be something that you will continue to do. And let me tell you why I've been obedient in bringing this to my people, because I was looking for someone, I was looking, for someone. And I had been advised, head on over there to the foreign people, head on over there and get you somebody from off of Upwork, and get you somebody from off of Fiverr, get you somebody, and pay them $2.50 an hour, and then go ahead and have them. Now I dabbled on over there. I said, hey, how's it going over here? Let me take a look around, Now, as I began to peruse the area, and people began to reach out to me, I said, hey, how's it going? These are my needs. Are you able to tend to them? The response that I got repeatedly was, we have someone. They are $2.50 an hour. However, you have to train them, which means I have to provide all of the information and the things that I have to them, for they can get into position to make thousands of dollars. When I no longer choose to work with them, I have left them a business. I said, look here, sir. I said I wanted to operate with my people. I said I wanted to be able to provide jobs that will last, or businesses that will last for the people and will last throughout the test of time, throughout the test of recession, throughout the test of layoff, throughout the test, And you know what was revealed to me? Teach it to your people and allow them to have their businesses and grow their businesses. Teach them all that you know. Teach them what you allow these companies to pimp you out and make millions. Teach them, provide them with all of the information, provide them with multiple ways, provide them with all the documentation that they need, provide them, Because if you provide to them, They will be able to provide for their families. Ain't that what you want? They will be able to provide for their loved ones. Ain't that what you want? They will be able to provide for others, because we can make this thing a sector. Okay, we can have areas and different implementations and different, because y'all know that I was struggling. And I was saying I did not want to put my name, knock the chill off on people, and they be out here making a fool out of what I've established. You see, what is saying good to me on today? There is a want and a need that I have within myself. And I want so badly for others to be able to have. And I'm no longer going to sit on something that is very much needed right now. Okay? But the work has to be done. We don't avoid the work. We can't get around the work. And we have to have an understanding. Somebody said, I'm a truck driver and I want to join your academy. I'm pulling it together. I'm pulling it together because there's a need. Now, don't get it twisted. There will be people who do not want to stay attached, and that is fine. Okay? Because what's the word? Franchise. Sell you this right here. Sell. And you take it and all the components and you do your thing detached from me. That way, however it moves, however it flows, that's on you. All right. But the business plan will still be yours. All right. In this season, I will no longer shy away from the word pay, invest, because for 3 years, I operated in a space of free and cost effective. I spoke that thing so much that people thought that was all that I was worth, that was all that I should provide them with. I made a post today. The unfollowing has happened ever since I've been frequenting the word invest. You see, the time of using and abusing is over. The time of latching on to someone, something for personal gain is over. The time from following where I can get free over here, free over here, free over here, free over here, and still don't do nothing with it but talk trash about it is over. It's over for me. It's over for me. So although I will still have cost effective, which will be the course, which will be the ebooks, which will be the agreement, which will be the Patreon space, which will be free on YouTube, that will be a sector that will always be available for you, but it won't be any longer involving me. I have provided all that I can in that space. It is time for those who are ready to go and grow to go. It is no reason to keep them at bay, because I'm not comfortable with asking for what I'm worth, because I feel like my community will dwindle because they can't afford. I came to talk to you on today. Be concerned, but do not be afraid. Do not be fearful, because the more I can pour into you, the more you can grow. The more I can pour into you, the more I can free up, refill, and pour that as well. Listen, y'all, when I tell you right now I'm full, just type on the screen, be full. Be full. All right? I'm full on today. And I could not in boldness come and tell you all to be concerned, but not be fearful, but still fearful that you all won't move with me, that you all won't support the next thing, that you all don't want to be moving in a space that you should, that you all won't be in a space that you need to be to operate how you want to when you want to. Because again, I am so serious about us being able to do what we want to do, when we want to do it, not do all that answering, what we want to do with ourselves, our families, our bodies. We got to be in position. And those of us who are operating in a kingdom mindset, now I tend not to take it too far here, but I don't care. It is important that we move how we should move, that we have what we're supposed to have, that there is a community, not a cult, not a clique, but a community that is operating cohesively and is growing each other as we grow. Because for those of you who have followed me at any amount of time, you know that I am not here for only me growing, only me prospering, only me, and then you still in need. And still you don't have enough. You're struggling just too. That's not my community. Not on purpose. Not on purpose. Because as we all know and as we grow, there's going to be some people that are going to be attached that are not doing what they need to do, but still want to reap the reward. We got to cut them off. Okay? All right? Because there's only a certain amount of nourishing and talking to and watering and feeding that we're going to be able to do. Because at some point, you have to be able to start growing for yourself. Because when you're not growing, that means you're not ingesting what's being provided to you. That means you're not here for consistency. You're not here for growth. You're not here for movement. You're here to watch, but not pray. Huh? Speaking of pray, I have been PREY'd on so many times that I don't think I can count at this point. And when I was going through those things, I kept on saying, all I want to do is be good to people. All I want to do is provide a space for where people who can't afford it to be. All I want to do is, well, every time I found out that there's always somebody here to take, and the next thing you know, they're popping up with something that's paid from off you. I go through, but I tend to keep that to myself and only provide what is needed. But I've been giving y'all, and I'm not going to stop now. I provided the Patreon space. Can we talk? Can we talk? I provided the Patreon. Now, here's the thing, and this on me, okay? Anybody who has taken anything from me, you know, whether it's free, whether it's $1, and whether it's $500, which is the maximum amount, you know that in the free space, it's going to be $10,000 worth, okay? In the paid spaces, it's going to be 100. So in the Patreon space, I provided a whole lot more than I should have. But I felt like people still deserve to be able to be in an affordable space. Well, what I've come to find, because here's the thing about what you do, okay? Anybody who has experienced me, because I'm an experience. You know, when you be on this live, I'm an experience. Okay, we might worship, huh? We might have a concert, we might dance a little bit, might go a little old school, and every now and then we have to cuss a little bit using just the curse words from the Bible, hell down and ass, all right? So here's the thing. You have people that swing through, you know, I've been taken from before. I said, oh, you know, all I wanted to do, I thought I learned. So all of the things that I have experienced, all right, from taking or whatever, I always said, why me? I just need to. Well, I appreciate all of those times, because all of those times brought me to this time right here. Okay. And this time is letting me know who is ready, who is wanting, who is willing. And I can no longer hold back on who I am and what I have to offer. You see, the cold calling area, all right, that is a part of who I am. You know, service and customer service was my life. For 27 years, I trained. I helped companies recruit. I helped companies build and make so much money and then give me none. I sat in front of VIPs, owners of companies. I sat in front of foreigners who flew in from out of the country to where I was working to come and meet me and see me and thank me and also ask me, how do I feel about? And I sat there like a fool and I provided and I let them pimp my gift, which only brought them increase, didn't bring me none. No longer. No longer. All right, Chrissy, no longer. I'm going to pour all that I know and more into those who are ready to have it. Into those who are ready to have it. Thank you so much, Chrissy. Yes, y'all tap the screen. So much stuff I declined, I turned down. People saying, hey, when you get on TikTok, you know, you should stop answering all that and make them give you gifts. Make them give you gifts. I'm like, oh, you know. But then there are people on here who are just doing people wrong. and they getting gifts and gifts and gifts all day, making all these money, deceiving the people. No longer. No longer. Okay? So I want to talk to you on today. I'm going to tell you all about this. Hello, I'm Miss Morris, and I don't even have the flyer yet. July the 8th. July the 8th will be the webinar for the live class, live webinar for Knock the Chill Off Academy. All right. It will only be done once. There will be some things that come with it, but y'all know I done got enough of talking on here. Understand this. It is going to be recorded. The price that is going to be on that day will not be the price that is going to be once it's put in the academy. For those of you who do not know, the Patreon space, the information that I have on there is worth $2,500 or more. And it's there for you to just look at and take for $25 a month. I don't know how much longer that's going to remain, but I'm telling you. So the Patreon space is still $25 a month. However, it is now just a resource center, and we have the Discord space where you can get live interaction and help. Okay? The reason that I cut that, there's people who came through the space and they came to take. Okay? They did. Today's price is no longer, and that is the truth. So I had to make some changes in that space to provide the time to be able to operate in the space where we're growing. Okay? Put it on your calendar. It's going to get ready to post. Let me go ahead and tell you now. It's a situation. Okay? So when the link comes up and the landing page for it, y'all going to be a little blown away. But it is what it is. Because I will no longer also be dealing with, you just come to be nosy. So when it comes up, there will be some stuff that you need to do. You won't just be passing by there, running up the traffic to the page, but you don't see nothing. You don't do nothing. You don't buy nothing. No, there's going to be a process. If you think you're going to take this, you got another thing coming. If you're going to take it, you better take it. And that means pay for it to be in attendance. I have nothing more to give anyone for free. Okay? All that you have taken, do it. I hope it takes you far. But here's a lesson that I need some of you all that are watching that don't subscribe to me, but I know you're watching. That's how I have hundreds and thousands of views, but I don't have 1,000 followers. I hope that you do right by what you have taken and what you have learned. We could have done and been so much better together. And we still can. But if that drops in your spirit, pass by and come see me. Y'all, another thing that I found out that is just, I'm not quite sure how to feel about it. But you know how we see some people on these podcasts and we see some of these people in these magazines and all of that. I was under the impression, you see, you find out a lot of stuff. I was under the impression that these people were doing so well and people saw them and said, hey, can I have you on my show? Hey, can I make a page about you? No, they paying. I did not know that you pay to be in the mag. Now here's the deceit for me. Is when you say, hey, look at me. I have been featured in a magazine. Hey, look, y'all, I've been, requested to be on a show. No, you didn't. You didn't. Now, the problem for me is not that you paid, but I feel the same way as if you went and got bariatric surgery, but you told me you went to the gym and lost the weight. So now I've been in the gym every day, all day for a year, and I still ain't making no progress. Just be honest. Just be honest. Just be honest. So let me talk more about Knock the Chill Off Academy. It is a business venture. Y'all know I ain't never been one to play with y'all about what stuff is. Some of them aren't even experts. It is a business venture. Now, let me say this. Y'all, let me tell y'all something else that's funny. I'm gonna tell y'all something funny. I have people who follow me, y'all. They've never purchased a thing, and that's okay. They've never given a view beyond a video and asked for something, and they don't interact at all. But every time, Melisha, don't give up. I hold on, just hold for a second for me. Every time they don't read, every time I post something, they miraculous. It don't matter if it's a year, 2 years. They miraculously are in my inbox talking about they interested and what can they do. And when I go and look at their social media, oh wait, they in my inbox. What can I do? How can I do it? I can't, afford it. And it's not a dig of not being able to afford. But let me finish where I'm going. I go to your page. Okay. Now, let me say this before I say this. I don't care what you do with your life. I don't care what you do with your money. I don't care what you do and how you do it. But what you will not do is tell me how you can't do and how you can't afford and how you're not going to purchase anything from me and how can I work for you. But when I go to your page, baby, you done been to Vegas. You done been on 30 cruises. You done been but you're telling me how you can't work and how you can't find a job. Let me tell you one thing about my God. He's not going to let me be no fool. Now, there was a time, honey, where you could have been able to play me. And you could have been able to play the single mama card down to the core. You could have played the single mama card on me so hard, I would have pulled up to your door, picked you up on my gas, took you to the grocery store, shop for you, and put the money in your hand so you can have something, but not no more. Because there's been a level of wiseness that's happened, but even in the wiseness, I still had a little bit. But along came someone called a virtual assistant, And many of y'all who have noticed my page lately, have been some changes. You notice the responses lately, there have been some changes. Because when sister came by here, sister took 2.5 months. Let me tell you something. She took 2.5 months and she sat and she watched everything that I've done and posted since March of 2020. And when she compiled what I like to call a plan of action, No, ma'am, KT, not at all. I ain't doing that no more. A plan of action. And when sister created a plan of action and pulled together to me what I've done, what I've learned, how much I've spent on learning, and what I'm out here doing, she told me I better not volunteer another moment. I say, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Because, see, sometimes we need some help. Because where I am weak, he is strong. Okay, and in his strength, he will send you a provider. He will send you what you need so you can do what needs to be done. Because sometimes we need some help, coming out of that disobedience. Okay, we need a little help because I'm not going to lie. My bleeding heart sometimes can overshadow my mind and what I should do and how I should do it is overshadowed by, man, that used to be me. Man, I remember when I was in need. Man, I remember when but we got to come out. We have to come out. Okay? And just like you can come out, you can show them that you came out and they can know that they can come out, or they can stop trying to play on you because they know that it ain't happening no more. All right. So when y'all get the emails and the stuff now, I'm going to tell y'all something funny. Child, business will turn into a hobby if we're not careful. You are absolutely correct. You are absolutely correct. Thank you so much. Let me tell y'all. So y'all know I started the challenge. I hate for anybody who missed the set the expectation. Oh yeah, no more KT. Now it ain't gonna be no shutdown, but it's gonna be some implementing that. So let me tell y'all about the challenge. And if there's anybody who's in the challenge, what y'all feel like something like this is worth? Y'all, I've been in here doing the fool. I love information. Okay, I love information. Baby, in this $10 space, it started on June the 1st. When I tell y'all I've been in here doing the fool, so much I be having to bring myself off the information ledge. And I also have to be mindful to, with the examples. But y'all, I'm so glad that the passion does not get taken from me. The responsibilities and what I need to be doing from a bleeding heart is, but the passion. And y'all, when y'all match that, I'm not gonna say nothing about no energy matching because that's the kind of stuff is draining, and I don't subscribe to that. But when y'all match the passion, when you have the drive, even though you don't have, you might not know all of the things, but when you want to and you do it, let me tell y'all something else. Y'all know I was talking about there was people that ordered a course, that had the course, they had it since October, they didn't even do anything with it. But also, let me tell you on the other side, there are people who took the course then, they are moving and shaking now, and that is so exciting to me. Look at my horse prancing. But I tell y'all, I love it. And I don't mind, y'all. And I've also, overcome that. I was debating and battling with, working with people in certain, working with people who took courses from other places and work. But here's the thing. You're gonna be on the up and up or you're not. And it don't matter where you come from and what you did. There's gonna be bad apples, bad folks, people who just don't meet it wherever it is that you go. But you have to keep on pushing for those who are wanting, those who are willing, those who just caught a bad break and came in contact with something that they did not know they shouldn't have until after. All right. And I know that well. Okay. Because y'all know my experience, coming into this. So administrative and service is life. So get ready because I'm about to start teaching you all some things that is going to push beyond what you have and is going to be able to help you in whatever space you're in. And you will be able to pivot. Okay. If you have to pivot. And all of the stuff that I went through taught me so I can be able to teach y'all right now. So be concerned, but don't be fearful. If you are a business owner in the transportation capacity and you were not prepared and you are now one of those people that may have to park your truck and you may have to go get a regular job, do not go, if you have to do that, into that space thinking that this is it for you. All right. Because I'm about to encourage you right now. All right. Anybody whose business is not doing or has not done what it needs to be doing, and you for whatever reason have to go back to them people job. Can I? You are a business owner. You have operated in that space. You can rebuild. You can pivot. You can create something else even stronger. You can breathe life back into this in a different manner. You have learned. You have experienced. You have networked. You have tried. You have taken the first step. So don't feel that if this is your portion right now, that you are a loser, that you are a failure, that you tried it and it just wasn't for you, or let the I told you so and the naysayers. Because one thing about I told you so and the naysayer, they still on the sideline, won't make no move, won't take no steps, won't take no chances, won't do any of that. So don't you be discouraged on today. Don't be discouraged. All right, please. That's right. Just rebrand. Companies do it all the time. We just never know it because we don't know the new name. We just like, oh, this new product that came out is as good as old product, and we don't even know it's the same people. Today, this very moment, do not be discouraged. Do not be dismayed. Do not be depressed. Do not be any of that because you did it and you're doing it and you can do it again and you can continue it. So weigh all of the options. All right. Weigh them. Understand that starting was the hardest part, not closing it, not stopping it. Because I'm going to tell you something about closing and stopping. That's a wise decision as well. Because when you cut your losses or you weigh, you look at your pros and cons, You can decide, okay, this is not for me right now. This is what I can do differently if I want, but I need the financial backing, because that's what a job is. It's financial backing. Okay. Don't never look at them people job as a hindrance unless you know it's something that you're supposed to be doing and you just scared to walk out on it. But let that be your financial backing. Let that be your side hustle. Always keep the thing that is yours and for you at the forefront. Before. Thank you for all you've done for me. You gave me the courage to make a cold call. Thank you again. You're welcome. Y'all, I'm looking at I missed it. That's all right. Y'all, I'm a post. I just went through this. See, I didn't even know I was coming on here today, y'all, because I had been not coming on because I'm like, I got to put this together and this thing got to be ironclad because the people this is a business and they need it. And I'm telling y'all. So let me talk to those who are like, oh man, this about to be a business venture. That means there's money gonna be involved. I can't afford to do that because there's some of y'all who can't afford to do it, and you're gonna do it. I'm gonna see you there. But let me talk to those who feel like it is not gonna be for them, or I ain't gonna be able to do it. And let me also talk to those who you are interested in working from home, but you are not interested in being an entrepreneur. Oh, hey girl. You're welcome. Stick with me. Stick with me. Because I have something for you too. I have something for you too. Y'all know I never everything that I do has another side. Like not the chill off cold calling service. The other side of that is Carrier Connect. So you can believe if I'm rolling out a business venture and I'm teaching somebody how to run an entire business and everything that comes with it, you know I got an other side to that. Hello from me. Let me start singing the people's song. So don't, okay? So it is a venture. It is something that you can do individually as a business and it can stand on its own. And it's also something that you can implement into business. Now, let me say this. This is going to be able to roll in any space that you put in. Because y'all know I was at them people job 27 years. I was not in transportation. I have learned how to implement it into the administrative role of transportation, but it will be able to be used wherever you take it. So say you learn it here, you always balance it. I do. I can't help it. That must be that Libra scale. But I because you may start here, but in your pivot, because this kingdom business, in your pivot may not even be in the transportation administrative role anymore. But the things that you learn here, you will be able, and that's I asking for that too. You will be able to place it in your t-shirt business, if you selling tail, you know, in your escort business, if you doing you can put this anywhere. And not only will you be able to put it anywhere, I will provide you with the tools that you will need when you get here, there, and everywhere. I did not come to play with y'all, but I have been quiet because I've been in my closet. All right? And in there, baby, let me tell you, when you come out, because I had a need and I thought that I had it covered. But once some things are revealed to you, sometimes you have to say, hey, was that self or was that you? But the way to know that it was you, whomever it is that you serve, when you go in there and it's just you, and at first, we got to be honest about it. When you first go into the closet, whatever you call the closet, it's just the four walls. I'm not going to tell you no lie. And let me tell you, sometimes it's no matter how much you love him, no matter how much you serve him, sometimes you are so overwhelmed that life overshadows the relationship. So when you go into the closet, it can be just the four walls. Because what happens is when the pressures of life consume you, in there, you don't know when, pride sets in. So when a certain level of pride set in, you don't really holler at him like you're supposed to holler at him. And sometimes it gets so good to you that you feel like you don't need him. All right, I'm just going to talk about it. But when you get in there in that thing and you start shedding those layers, usually they come by way of tears, because you have acknowledged that I have messed up, that I have been living in a way that I felt like I didn't need you. I've been operating in a space that I just did not feel I needed to holler at you, consult you, because things were going so well and things were looking so good and people were just following me and people were just flocking to me, and my following went up, and I was highly sought after, and not one time did I say thank you. Did one time did I say if it had not been? Nope. I said, I'm here now. It's good. No, I used to pray, but I'm here now. No, I used to cleave, but I'm here now. No, I used to, but I'm here now. But when you get in that closet, and you are reminded, let me tell you something, and you acknowledge and you worship or whatever, you do to whomever you do it, and you begin to hear, your ear becomes unclogged, and you are able to hear again. You are able to move. And then when you say, hey, we've been in here for a while, I can hear thee clearly. Then guess what? You go get your plans, Go get your plans. And you come and you lay them at his feet. And you say, you know what? I need you to order the steps of this right here. If this is the will, if this is your way, let your will be done concerning these things, concerning this, because I will no longer take the lead. As a matter of fact, you can take the wheel, you can take the car payment, you can take the car insurance, you can take the road, you can take, okay, I don't mind being the passenger. I don't mind, because guess what? I have reconnected to the vine. I am now back in the will of the source. So I can now continue to be utilized as a resource, a willing vessel. I done got excited and I done got beside myself, but it's all right, because there's somebody here today that needs to hear this, because I'm not just encouraging y'all on today, baby. I'm encouraging myself, and it is well. All right. It is well. It is well. Somebody needed to hear this today, and I needed to say it today, because I told y'all when I made the post that I was going to come live today that I was stirred up, because I've been stirred all day. I had got so stirred that I began to walk my house. Hey, Shannon, I began to walk my house, and I started walking, and I said, look here, sir, look here. I cannot get on these people internet on my business page with this stir up in my spirit, with my hands lifted up, with my arms swinging, with my head with these. I can't do that. All right. So let me change out of this outfit that I had all day, because maybe it's oily. Maybe it is oily. All right. So let me take this entire ensemble off. All right. And let me put on my work get up. Okay, maybe I can. Now, I will say, when I first changed the work get up, I felt like, okay, all right, I can go on here and talk. But as I began to speak, baby, that thing just got even harder on me. And I see that there's somebody here that needs it. Somebody here that needs to be encouraged. Somebody here that needs to know it. Somebody here that needs to move and need movement. They need to see it. They need to hear it. They need to know it. They need to know that I ain't always had it and I still don't always got it. They need to know that I started off as a new company and somebody gave me a chance. They need to know that I have failed on a business before. They need to know that there's been months and months and months at a time that you're not going to make no money, but you got to keep on pushing. They need to know that you need to have a conversation and agree agreement with your family and your growth. And it depends on your household as well, because if your household ain't right, they can't be right in your movement in your business. They need to know that there's people that's not going to buy nothing. They need to know that there's people that's not going to want nothing, that's just going to use and abuse you and come through here and get what they can get and get what they can take. They need to know that there's somebody going to be on here that wants something for nothing. They need to know that there's people that's going to be attached to you just so they can say they know, just so they can say they've been, just so they can say there's going to be, and you need to know it. There's going to be a time where you don't feel like it. There's going to be a time where you don't want to be bothered. There's going to be a time where people you thought was on the up and up really were not. There's going to be a time when that revelation is going to knock the wind out of you, but you're going to have to drag yourself up and keep it moving, because there's an assignment, and you have to understand that with the assignment, there's going to come all of these things. Let's not think or believe that we're going to walk upright all the time. Let's not think and believe that things are going to be well all the time. Let's not think and believe that we cannot do and be either. Let's not. Ain't he all right? Ain't he all right? We need to know that there's people that's going to want something for nothing. But we need to know that there is something. Thank you so much, Shannon. Thank you for the stars. There in the star and the hearts and stuff, y'all. There is something that you are supposed to do. And the harder it is for you to do it, lets you know that that's the direction that you need to be heading in. You might not catch hell, but you're going to catch hard. Okay? Let me sip on me a little something. As you pull yourself together. Now, who believe that they're going to run on and see what the end going to be? Will there be one? Will there be one? Amen, girl, I'm driving. I keep stopping to say amen. My inheritance, honey. That's right. That's right. And speaking of inheritance, if you want something, y'all, if you want something and you see for yourself and for your family generational wealth, first of all, we got to get a financial mindset. Woo! Now, I ain't even a financial type person, so I know that there came for somebody. If we want to have generational wealth, I don't know who is on that, but holler at me, because we need to, okay? You have to have a financial mindset. Woo! Come on, Shannon. Ooh, that did something to me just reading it back. Because in here, y'all know that I'm pulling together a team. For you all who don't know, and there's somebody on here I need to call out of Ohio. I'll get to you in the team. Y'all know you have to have something that's marketable. Y'all, when I say that, I don't say it to be mean, and I don't say it so people will feel like they disqualified and I can't be part of the team because I don't got no. I say that because y'all know how I always say, whoever you believe in, okay? But my God is not going to give a vision without provision. That is an umbrella, because if you don't have all that you need for yourself, okay, at this portion, if you don't have it, you don't know where it's coming from. Now, still hold on to your faith. It is not going to be wise to connect to something that is requiring time but no pay. Because what happens is resentment and obligation is going to set in, because you doing bad, other people are doing well, and you are going to be in need, and it's not other people's responsibility to take care of that for you. We have to make wise decisions. My goodness, y'all, take all. If it hit you in the gut, just work on yourself. I got it. I have to do that as well. So if I am to pull you in, and we are having meetings, and you got to be available, but your light's off, all right? You sitting in your car, charging your phone, all right, talking about, I'm sitting in the car because my kids in there making a lot of noise, and I don't want you to, I don't want them to mess up the meeting, because I don't want you to have to get into another space where now you got to lie. Okay, because I done said this is what the requirements are in order to be part of the team. All right. Yes, there will be dues. All right, there will be dues because there also has to be some set aside for the members if there is an emergency. Now, an emergency is not this is my sole means. I hope she promote me. I hope she got some money. No, this is for something is going on that you could had no control of, or we just want to come together because you've had a death and a loss in the family. It is not for, hey, I know I done paid my dues, so my dues $300. I know that I'm gonna be able to ask for at least $300. That's not how this works, and if that's your mindset, this ain't gonna be for you either. Now, let me say this: when I say you have something that is marketable, please do not think that I believe that means you got a degree and you come with a following of 10,000 strong and no. Baby, let me tell you something. Can you coupon? Can you coupon like nobody's business? Because let me tell you how that's going to market. You coupon, which means you find them, you cut them out. Let me buy someone for $30. Okay, let me get $500 worth of savings that you send to me in the mail for $50. You see? So don't think that having something marketable is having something flashy and Obama was down to your graduation and you made t-shirts, you sold, you good with marketing, but these things need to be able to sustain you regardless. So that's the offset. I'm gonna talk about you. I'm gonna tell folk about you. I'm gonna do my part. I'm even gonna cultivate because some of you, you don't know that you have a certain skill set because it hasn't been cultivated. So some of you may just be members, and then as we continue to go and grow, Gina, you will find that numbers is your thing. You will find that compliance is your thing. You will find, okay? You will find. So don't ever count yourself out because I am being used to build. Okay. And I have shown that I can do this whether I'm paid or not because there's a level of passion. I have sewn in to people because there's something, because there is something. And sometimes cultivating, calling out, nourishing is more important than the money. Sometimes you have to help people see something that they're teetering on. I'm not going to say that they don't know it already because anything that you're supposed to be doing, you have an inkling already. I will not be telling you it, and it won't be something that you heard for the first time. Might be something you was running from, might be something you didn't want to do or face or feel like you could do, but it definitely won't be something that is just out of the blue for you. Some folk call it prophesying, some folk call it I got a word. I have something that I needed to tell you. Because your gifts, come on, Tiana, are definitely going to make the room for you. So prepare yourself. Prepare yourself. Everybody says not. Yes, I do customer service. This, that. Customer service is extremely important. You keep the mind growing and working. That's right. Customer service is extremely important, and that is going to be one of the things that I'm going to be focusing on heavily, because here is the thing. If your level of service, and this is one of the things that people don't know or understand as entrepreneurs, this is how come I'm going to be teaching it, because there's a lot of us that became entrepreneurs, but you were never in a leadership role in your life, on them jobs, nothing. But you saw that you could be an entrepreneur, but you don't have any customer service skills. That's why you can't keep any business or get any business. You are the one that when somebody make a comment about your business, you in the comments cussing them out on your business page, calling them everything but a child of God. That is the customer. And although they are not always right, there is a level of professionalism that you must have and show to them. All right. You must have this skill. Yes, it is natural in some of us, but even it needs to be cultivated. But you have to learn how to be customer service oriented. That is a major part of your business, a major part. And in this space, you're going to learn that. You're going to learn it. Okay. The way that we speak, quality. I created quality teams as well as workforce manager. The way that you speak to people. I am not saying that you need to have your uh your uh your top dollar voice on at all times. But what I am saying is when it comes to your business, be about your business in every way. No one is expecting someone who has spoken Ebonics all of their lives not to slip in a ain't and a he be, and a, the preparational phrases back to back. Okay, but the trying is the thing. I would rather get a kiki out of knowing that you are on the phone with me, and I know that you hood, but you on the phone with me saying, okay, all right. So what we have her is right here is, and that lets me know I'm gonna laugh, but I know you're trying. But if you on there lazy tongue, so this is right here. So if you want it, you know what I'm saying? There you go. There it is right there. And this is my business page right here. If you want to go over to my Instagram, you're not even trying. I can tell that you're laying down. Okay. I can tell that you're resting. I can tell that your bonnet is still yet on your head. Okay, we're gonna come up out of that because here's the thing. Y'all know I'm old school customer service. So I still have the mirror on my desk. I can't get past it. This is how you know that you are smiling and the customer can hear your smile because you're looking at yourself. And whatever face is showing, that's the vocal that's matching. Okay. Because I'm throwback. I did customer service forever. So I still, even on my home desk, I haven't worked it in years. I still have it. So we're going to be working from home. We're going to be working for ourselves. I am not only telling you, I am putting this out here, I'm speaking this. And in this zone, we are going to have to step it up because we are going to be handling business, soliciting business, providing business. And guess what? We're going to do it on our own terms. And we are no longer backed by corporation. Okay, we no longer have a script. We no longer have a clock in and clock out. We no longer have already set information, AS400, login, phone. We no longer have the backing of corporate America. Okay, so we gave those people our time, our life in a certain capacity for a certain amount of time. And they had standards. Although we didn't like them and we complained about them, we operated in them because we needed our check every week, every 2 weeks, huh? So for ourselves, we have to go even harder than we ever did at that space and in that capacity. And I'm about to teach it to you. I'm about to teach those who want to be business owners, who are going to own it. And I'm going to teach those who are wanting to be employees. There is nothing wrong with being an employee. Hear me? The responsibilities of ownership are not for everyone. Okay? Even those of us who are operating in it, we sometimes say, you know what? You can have all that. Just let me clock in and clock out and be responsibility free. When I clock out, I'm done until I clock back in the next morning. Okay? There is nothing wrong with that. And even in being an employee, I still want to make sure that you have the option and the space to clock in, clock out, log in, log out from the comfort of your own home. And in this building, of this community, I will be able to spearhead that all over the US. Okay, if we have it in sectors, you got this southeast, northeast, west, huh? What you say? We got single moms that can't afford to go to the job, they can't work at the job no more. In this sector, we have not the chill off. There are openings for, all right? There are openings. I need y'all to hear. See, I could talk about this, but I just can no longer roll out the plan. Huh? I can't. But you see where I'm going. You see why it excites me, because there's a way that it can be done. But the way that it will happen and be okay is to be honest. To be honest, I can't sit on here and tell y'all, guess what? You're about to be millionaires. I got this opportunity for you. Oh, yes, it's going to be wonderful. And then you can own, and then you can hire, and then you can hire. But I'm not telling you that, hey, there's going to be work. We have to work. We have to work. And I only provide, let me tell you what don't change: experience and application. What I am providing and about to put together for you, I have done. Okay. And it was successful. Okay. There are others out here trying to do it. I see them. But they're missing the ingredients. There's a method to cold calling. Okay. People don't think so, but there is. Okay. And when you know all of the ways that you can maximize something in every capacity, let me tell you something. You're going to be a force to be reckoned with. And that is why, y'all know, when I went on the Upworks and look, and I saw that I had to train somebody to do what I wanted done, for not give these people a business. And on top of what Tiana wants to, no, I'm not gonna be able to do it. I will give that to my people, because qualities is kept. But let's say it real loud. We can't stand to call no place or hear from nobody on our phone that doesn't speak like us. No, ma'am, Shelby. No, ma'am. That's what people are doing now. I'm not going to be doing that. Now, I will say this, Shelby, if the learning that I'm going to give, if somebody wants to do that, they would be able to, but with a twist on it. But I'm going to be teaching people how to create businesses. It's a quick click up, right? How to run businesses with multiple capacities, and then they can, remix it and break down how they want to. Because like I said, y'all, there are people out here doing cold calling now, but they are not, you know what? There are people out here doing cold calling now. Excuse me. And that's it. That's all I got to say about that. I got to come, they expound, and I got to leave that alone. Because I feel like I'm, about to get in somebody else's lane and with some traffic. Or maybe do a little dim of the shine, and I don't like that. Yes, ma'am, Alicia. Yes, ma'am, Alicia. Yes, Miss Henderson. I have a VA doing it. Well, okay. Are they maximizing every opportunity? Nope, I'm not going to ask you that. Okay. But you are providing a job, so that works. Whatever works. I'm just going to provide everything that is needed, how to do what I did for 27 years and created and set up for the rich people, and how to do things in different capacities, in different industries, and where you get everything that you're going to need for it repeatedly, without running out, and also agreements, Well, that's Shelby. You would be an ideal customer for sure. That's how you do it. Thank you. That's how you do it. Providing jobs. Providing jobs. And this you'll be able to do it in multiple capacities. You could do it all in one way. You could break it down several different ways. But you're going to have all of the ways and all of the information because it's necessary. And this is something that is not going away because, people worry about different things in different capacities because there's people right now who don't have no hundreds and thousands of dollars in the bank, but they got virtual assistants because they know what needs to be done. They know somebody who can get it done for them. And speaking of virtual assistants, again, y'all know I'm gonna say I never, but I haven't until to this point taught or showed you how to do something for the amount that you're capable of making and what it's gonna be. So I'm gonna stop talking because I'm not getting excited. But anyway, I'm gonna get up off here because I got to get back to work. I got to get this thing completed, and I got to get it submitted so I can get it put into a what you call it thing where you just slide the screens, the PowerPoint. I got to get it put in a PowerPoint presentation, and I also got to create the videos. So y'all, this is gonna be something. This is not, like I said, the time for people just being nosy is over. Even when I put up the landing page and the thing for you to sign up for this, it is not going to be where you can just pass by, go in, see how much it costs, and come out. No, you will not be driving all of that traffic and not leaving nothing for this. You will be taking action or taking off. You got to do things differently. And with people out here trying to take everything, you're gonna have to work for it. You're gonna have to work for it. Where's LaShonda? I had to find LaShonda. LaShonda been waiting. Y'all, LaShonda, I think her last name is Hilliard. She has been waiting patiently. So set your calendars. July the 8th. July the 9th. Oh, let me get my calendar right. Saturday, July the 9th. I'm giving plenty of time. It's 1 month from now. Saturday, July 9th. I'll be posting the flyer with all the information on there, but y'all on here on live now. Saturday, July 9th is when it's going to be. And not only, y'all know, I can't just leave y'all hanging. I can't just leave y'all hanging. That's right, Frank. I mean, Park Forest. Look at me to my Frank. Listen, y'all, somebody on YouTube said the worst part of cold calling is calling them back after they hung up on you, acting like you lost service. Because you ain't let them go. You ain't let them go. I'm sorry. Something happened with the line. But yes, as I was saying, that is the truth. Oh, man. But listen, with this here, you're going to be working so well. Hopefully. And again, y'all know I do not guarantee success in any capacity because although I've done it, although it works, my work ethic may not be the same as yours. I want to tell you what I know. What I know, what I've done, and what results it yielded. That's it. But we getting this work. Let me stop talking because now I've been done talk too much and they just done told out everything. Because I know I hate keeping secrets from y'all. I've never been into that. But living and learning on these people's internet will teach you some stuff. Okay? Hirsch it up right now. All right. So anybody got any questions, any concerns? I'm gonna go wash my hair. Yeah, my niece is here from out of town. It was her birthday yesterday, so we're going to the melting pot tonight. I've never been to the melting pot. As a matter of fact, I don't even think I know what the melting pot is. Play the game of patience, y'all. People need our help. Yes, they do, Part. Yes, they do. And they're going to need it more than ever. They're going to need it more than ever. Because, oh, is it Big Red? So we just, everything we eat, we're going to dip. It's going to have some kind of dip. Okay. Um, I have grown to like cold calling after the confidence building. But before, I was so nervous. Yes. And the shout out to everybody who is in or who has been to oh, what is it called? Confidence in the $25 a month confidence building space. Let me tell you, I love when people will come in there and they will be fearful of cold calling because it is watching and helping you get past that part is so gratifying to me because once you get into the oh, okay, well, you don't want to talk to me, that's fine too, and you got your flow going, that when that comfort comes upon you, I'm like, this was a good idea. Knew you was gonna happen. Oh, it's Natasha. Hey, Natasha, how many calls a day is reasonable? It depends on what you have set up, what you're doing, how it's gonna go. Because I'm gonna be teaching, like I said, I'm gonna teach for this industry. But it's going to be able to go to I can specify it to any industry that I want. But I'm going to be teaching how to cold call everybody. And you're not doing it by yourself in the confidence building space. Exactly. That was one of my main things because y'all know I'm the one that's quick to tell y'all we don't have no coworkers. We stay at these jobs a lot of the times because of our coworkers, not because we like the job. We like who we work with and we happen to get a check. Okay? Because you let your good coworker not come to work and don't tell you that they weren't coming to work. Baby, you clock in. Now, most of the time, your good coworker is late. So when they late, you ain't really tripping about that. But when you start taking your calls and you see that they not there, baby, you go on an impromptu break. You put your call on hold or you go into after call. Huh? Don't know what I'm talking about? And you go into after call and you especially you got a job and you're supposed to be on your cell phone. You gonna either send a text, but if it's real serious, you finna get on after call or you finna go to the bathroom break and you finna call. Hey, why you in here? Why you ain't tell me you know I'm supposed to call that too? Because we can't take it. We can't take it. For real, Shelby. Whole mood change. We really do. So in this space, you are able to have that camaraderie. So we got the Patreon space itself, which is now the resource center. That's where you go get all your information. And then Discord is attached to that. That's where you can talk 24 hours a day. You can ask your questions, you can do your thing. ACW, that's what it is. But I had said out the call work. That's right. You go into ACW because you need to see what's going on. Okay. And the only thing that's gonna now we're gonna be considerate at first. But yeah, oh, I was answering you, Shelby. Yes, it depends on what you're doing and what you're calling on. Like I'll say, for example, if you calling, I think I took about this example, but if you calling, and you asking people, do you know the Lord and the pardon of your sins, and they hang up on you, you moving on to the next one. So that call gonna be seconds, okay? But if you're calling and you're soliciting this service, you want to try to hear, but it's still gonna be quick because here's the thing about cold calling, especially with this, it's not a hard sell. If you call somebody, you say, "Hey, my name is Marian. Give me a call from Empty-Nest Logistics. I'm calling to see if you're in the market for a dispatcher," and they hang up on you. You don't call them. I don't call them back. Or you call, or they say, "No, I'm not interested. Thank you." You hang up. You do not do or have to go into all of that. Well, why? Well, do you want to hear what it is I have to say? Because some of us are programmed from working sales at them people's job that you got to press people and darn near hound them. When you doing this, you don't have to do that, and you don't have time. Because if they said no, let them go and call to try to get your next potential carrier. Because what happens is if they tell you no, I don't want it, I'm good, and you start and you keep on with that, you got some people who are gonna say yes just because they're not people that want to be confrontational, but they're not gonna fill out your carrier packet. I mean your carrier agreement. So you're gonna get their email or a fake email and they're never gonna respond. Or you're gonna get people who say, okay, I said no, and they still wanted to go ahead on. Now they're gonna be the carrier from hell. No, no, no. We want somebody who nicely wants to hear us and nicely says, no, let's move forward. Let me hear what you're talking about. Because we don't have time for that. And they're good for calling you back. Excuse me. I want at least 5 carrier packets this month. And you could do it. Shelby, do you work still? What is fruit fly came for? We got no fruit. My son got going on here. Forgot what I was saying. Got caught up in the fruit fly, y'all. I don't like them. 8 to 5. Okay, so I can't ask that question. Okay. How long has your service been running? How many carriers do you, are you getting your service up and going? And then once the virtual assistant gets someone, you're gonna run your business. I ain't trying to get too far in your business. I'm just trying to understand a couple of things. You work 8 to 5. I've worked with at least 6 this year since October. So you have 6 carriers right now consistently. Rejections are a blessing. Both parties can save time and move on 100%. Mind of abundance is key. That's right. That's right. Just send them on. Look at y'all. I don't got caught up. Y'all know what? I'm about to close this video out, y'all, and I'm gonna come right back so we can talk. So people can watch that first one that, with all of that yapping on it. And then we just gonna be on here. I'm not gonna, record this one or nothing. So I'll be right back, y'all. Right back. Okay, hold on a second. Close all this out.